Don't know if this is a computer problem or a mic problem, but we'll see. So I'll say that again. Welcome everybody to the stream. I am in for a bit of an interesting day today, as you can see by my to-do list up the top there. It's a lot of Empress blog development today. Get our Muzak going. So make sure on do not disturb mode, so we don't get a whole bunch of notifications. Is my lo-fi. Boom. Probably a good volume. Okie dokie. We had a few followers since the last stream. Ooh, that's a bit loud. Let me fix that. Bring it to about 5. We have followers. Who have we got here? Andrium, Ray Cohen, Crow, Rotok. 3 minutes ago, a follower. That just before I started streaming? Let's try and see if... replay it just so that you get it on the stream. Thank you, Os 0312 for the follow. As I was saying, I've got a bunch of Empress development stuff on for today, which is cool. I'm looking forward to it. This way. I've been working on this for last week. Streamer that I follow said they were wanting to make their own personal site or whatever, and I happened to suggest Empress blog, which is pretty cool because I built, and I personally believe it's easy to work with, but we'll see how I really feel. A bit of a demo today. Let me see if I can shout them out here. SO Robot Head. Yeah, that looks right. But unfortunately, they had a little bit of a problem getting started, and it alerted me to that was broken for everybody, which is always a little bit sad. But that's all right. We can fix issues. Just a little bit embarrassing, I guess, when you suggest something to somebody live on stream and they try it out and it explodes live on stream. That's okay. We can worry about that, and we can fix it. So I fixed most of it. Let's let me go and make sure that I have Atom, Empress blog, Super blog, Ember blog. So I've got a bunch of things related. Okie dokie, okie dokie. So what I'll do right now is I'll give you a quick overview of what I'm doing and why it's exploding. I have this temp folder in my home directory that is for when I'm messing with new projects or trying out, like installing Ember add-ons, etc. The temp folder only exists to be deleted. Ooh, what's this? New host, Geeko Supremo. Thanks for that host, Geeko Supremo. And nice to see you again. Haven't seen you in a while. Where was it? Yes, so Empress blog. This is it here. Bigger for everybody. And I'll share it here. This is one of my many open source projects. But there are two ways to do a quick start. So it's a super quick start, which is deploy to Netlify, which we'll make sure is working after we get this first one working. And then we have this quick start. Audio is kind of staticky. Oh no, Geeko Supremo, don't tell me that. Let me see what that means. Oh. To fix that. Let me see something. Hello? Okay, so my Bluetooth one, and let's go back to the actual mic. Apparently, if you unplug it and you plug it back in, it auto mutes itself. Let's see if this is less staticky. Okay, thank you for the tip, Giga Supremo. Let me know if it gets all static again. And hello, Cloded13. Good to see you. I assume that we have a little Mary watching as well. Hello, Mary. Claude is my wife, and she's in the other room with my 2 daughters. And my eldest is turning 2 next week, and she has gotten into the mode where she starts asking for things very definitely. I imagine she might have said something like, Daddy, TV? Hence why Claude is here. Good to see you. Where was I? Yes, okay, so we have Empress blog here. Daddy on TV. Yes, Daddy's on TV. So we have this super quick start that I said is like a button and it gets it all done for you. But this is the one that I want to make sure works right now, because I can then package this bit up into the button. So really all I'm doing is copying and pasting those. Careful, you can't copy and paste new line. I already have a blog in this temp folder. I need to not have. So what this does is it's just a little trick to build a brand new Ember app. Latest version of Ember. Pretty handy. Creating an app called work. I happen to know that it's not going to work because that's what we're working on. Nice and good. Oh, and Claude, I forgot to tell you, your brother said he was going to pop into the stream today, so we might see him in the chat room eventually. See if I can see if he's in the chat. No, not yet. Take a couple minutes. npm installing. Oh, my pretzel stopped. Odd. That. Start pretzel. Must have been because I unplugged my mic and plugged it back in. Go. Just seem to want to play. pretty odd. A different station. Surprise me. Oh, not working. Okay, so we might have to do I have to do a pretzel free stream today, which is a bit pants, but c'est la vie. Now, what I'll do is on my first break, I'll go and see if I can find a other royalty free any hooser. So this is the just an empty Ember app at the moment. So I CD'd into the super blog. Please work. And I'm going to what's that? MPX. This is just installing Empress blog template, like the default Empress blog is necessary to work, and Empress blog Casper template is kind of like the default template that we tell people to use, because it's this one here, like the Ghost blog implementation, which is what the very first Empress blog, essentially Ghost fork, cool back in the day. Here, oh, it's asking me if I want to overwrite stuff. Do that in quick start. Cool. Now we can go start. Also running an Ember app somewhere else on this computer to be able to see what it looks like. I'm going to fail, but I'll explain why. It did work. Building the Ember app. Image resizer. Ooh. Fast boot. Then we just go to localhost 4200. Get an error. Fantastico. This is exactly what I was expecting. Now, Empress blog is targeting people quite wanted pretty much any of this. You don't need to be Ember experts. I really wanted to be programming experts either. So you should be able to use Empress blog, you comfortable creating markdown files and, you know, following instructions, get a blog up. So if you go through the quick start and you come across something like this, you're stuck. You have no idea what this is actually telling us is that when we're running it in fastboot, when we're running it in fastboot, it's failing. And if I do this little trick, which people who use fastboot all the time might know, might not know, if you put fastboot equals false, it skips doing fastboot locally. Fastboot just means to server-side rendering, get like the HTML comes through, and it's client-side rendering. But anyway, it's working without fastboot, and it's not working in fastboot. His mic is beginning to go staticky. I don't know what to do to fix this. It's going staticky over time. I wonder if the only thing that I can think to do is do obviously going nuts. I will kill it. EmberJS, whatever. EmberJS, Google. I think I just need to do a restart. Okay, folks. I will be back in 5 minutes. But I can't stream while I'm doing that. Yeah, but I can't unplug and plug every 20 minutes. So we'll need to restart and give it a best chance. I'll try it. Only 15 minutes to the stream, so it's that big a deal. I will be back in hopefully less than 5 minutes. So stick around. I think if you use the Twitch stream on, we'll reconnect. We'll see. I'll see you in 5. Hello, everybody. How are we doing? I am back. This staticky? Hearing my call now. Oh? Put it. Oh, that's why I can't connect to my headphone. Now, that's better? Pretzel again. Oh, fine. So we should be back in business. Fantastico. Sorry about the interlude, everybody. Oh, it's gone crackly again. Is it because of pretzel? Because I touched the actual microphone. It's actual static. Really irritating. Is that looking here? Wow, that is very bad. Okay, I'm going to remove the noise filter. And then see if that makes any difference. Oh, this is quite irritating. Let me try this. Pro microphone. Hello. Let's change this back to. Of course, it mutes itself when it restarts. Okay, so that sounds okay for now. If there is more static, do let me know, but it's I think it's going to be a restart the microphone job in future. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart my overlay because that was a 5-minute break. I might have to turn up my microphone just a tiny bit here. And I'll try not to touch it anymore and see if that helps. Okay, cool. So let's continue. Yes. So I was showing this npm start. I was showing this situation where in fastboot it's breaking. So, but in like the normal browser where you skip fastboot, it's not breaking. So what is fastboot? Fastboot is server-side rendering of our Ember app. So that gets run inside the Node environment rather than inside your browser. So Node runs our Ember app, does the request as normal, like, you know, we're on the index here, spits out the HTML and sends that to the browser, which is pretty cool, pretty awesome. The problem is that thing that we just saw, the error, which I can recreate in a second by just making one of these and going to it without fastboot false. This error is a new feature in JavaScript. I think that one is, that's not nullish coalescing. What is it called? Let's go to node.green and see if we can find what it is. Oh, hey. Oh. Snatch? I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. MB here. I'm doing the Developing Robust EmberJS Applications course. So far, so good. Well, that is very exciting. You are the first person that I know who is going through that thing. I think I've recommended it to a few people. I'm glad that it is going well for you. Yes, so this one is called nullish coalescing. The one that I always forget the name of is the optional chaining operator. So first of all, what is this website? This is node.green, which has a list of all of the newer JavaScript features. So in this case, ES 2020, which is where nullish coalescing and optional chaining came through. But up the top, you have Node versions. So if you're on Node version 12, which is the current oldest supported LTS Node version, you don't get nullish coalescing. You have to upgrade to Node 14 to do that. Okay? So Node 12 doesn't have it. And usually what happens when you're in an Ember app is it automatically, you don't have to do anything about this. Oh, actually, I don't have my editor open. This is usually a fun experience. It opens all my tabs in random orders. And me being me, I have too many tabs. Yes, that is too many tabs. So let me just really quickly turn on my redacted, because I want to just make sure that I don't accidentally have client work up here. Empress blog Casper template. Atom GitHub and keychain? No, no thank you. Great source. Oh, that one's client work. Let's close that. Fine, I'll give it to you. Guide source. So what are we looking for? We're looking for, what's that one? Clear down, Simplabs. Superblog, please work. That's one of the ones that we care about. Okay, redacted. We get rid of you. Okay, cool. So what we have in our Ember apps is we have this like targets.js file. And this isn't Ember specific. This is like Babel config. Oh, actually, I notice that we are not. Where's my overlay? I have too many things. New stream overlay. Now that we have our timer persistence, I can refresh this and it breaks everything. Where'd it break? Why did it break? Oh, I'm not running it. Does that mean it was using a cached version before? Oh, everything's broken today. Fetch error, request to connection refused. That doesn't look good, does it? This must be my chat implementation. That does not look good at all. Okay, so things are coming back up. Okay, so we're connected again. Test. And my chat thing is working. That was a bit weird. Okay, let's ignore that for now. So, where are we? This one here. And it's in the wrong place. Atom needs to go there. Okay, cool. So this is a Babel configuration where we want to tell Babel, hey, we're doing stuff in our code that might be more modern than the browsers we care about are actually able to cope with. You'll see in this big commented out thing, like if we're in CI or if we're in production, so if we're building the production Ember app, we want to include in this browser array latest one in Chrome, latest one in Firefox, latest one Safari, as well as IE 11. So that means that older code, older browsers will still be able to run our code, or mostly still be able to do it. There are some things that they can't as easily transpile for you, but only a few of those. But the thing that we actually want is not to support IE11, we want to support Node. And if you look at the Babel documentation, you'll see Node current is something that you can do. And it's prettier. And what that Node current does is it says, hey, when I'm building this, make sure that the code that you output will work in the current version of Node that you're running. So you don't need to say Node 12 or whatever here. You can say Node current, and it knows that I'm using Node 12, and then it will build the app so that it'll support Node 12. Now start. We start the npm. Make sure I save that. Did. That means that it'll work properly without fastboot and with fastboot as well. Now, as I said before, my break, a little unscripted break. I want Empress blog to be targeting people who aren't necessarily programmers. I want it to be like for users just trying to program, or not even programmers, trying to just support people who may a bit of HTML, CSS, or maybe not. They just you know how to work with Markdown. And boom, it's working. So I'm explaining this to you all on stream because that's what I'm doing. I'm streaming to you through like various Embree things. But they should never have to go into their targets file and add node current. This is also kind of something that will affect the wider Ember community. So for that reason, a long time ago now, Ember, go to github.com, Ember CLI fast boot. Oh. What? My brain is Ember CLI fast boot. Oh, it's Ember fast boot. Ember CLI fast boot. Boom. There was something weird there. Merge requests. Author is me. Closed. 18th of September 2020. Almost a year ago now. I did a little bit of magic in this merge request here to make sure that when you install Ember CLI, or Ember CLI fastboot, when you start using fastboot, it will like add node current to your targets, which is nice, which is great. The only problem is that Ember CLI fastboot hasn't been released since 18th of September 2020. So even though I fixed this upstream, it's oh no, Geeko Supremo, you're telling me that the mic has gone funny again. Okay, so we'll go through this cycle. Let's see what happens if I just plug it out. Tell me if this is too loud once it's finished. And then we have this. So did that solve it? Oh, that seems to have been a bit better. Oh wow. I just saw a giant spider eat a moth. That's a little bit frightening. Anyway, okay, so that seems to be a bit better. Thanks, Geeko Supremo, for the tip. Do keep me in the know if it's having some issues. I don't know what would be causing it. So, as I was saying, this hasn't been released in Ember CLI Fastboot because we haven't got a release of Ember CLI Fastboot. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to steal this concept and one more with feeling. Does that mean it's gone broken again? Oh no, it seems okay. So I'm going to steal this and put it into Empress blog, because actually there's a bit of code in here where it's saying if there's not a node property, if there's not the node current in your targets, then don't do anything. And what I'm actually going to do will be pretty cool. That's okay for now. Thank you, Geeko Supremo. You are my lifesaver today, keeping me honest. Okay, so let's go in here to... Oh, that's in the wrong place. I'm going to go to Empress blog. I'm going to open it in fork, just to make sure that we're definitely on master. Did fork open? Is fork thinking about it, or is fork broken? I seem to be having a terrible day today with all my things. Quit. Open. Fork. Where have you gone? Also, has my pretzel stopped again? Oh, it stops every time I... Oh, okay. It didn't explode. Okay, here we go. I swear I'm a professional streamer. I'm not actually a professional streamer. This is all just for fun. And I enjoy hanging out with y'all and doing open source. So, if I were a professional streamer, I would not be very successful. Today is very much a tech hard day. Geeko Supremo. So, yeah, so I was doing some work on this last night, I think it was, or yesterday, or whenever it was. I'm going to do a new branch. I'm going to do node current, and I'm going to put this on the right screen. That goes there. I'm going to install recast into Empress blog, and then I'm going to copy this stuff. And that's going to go into Empress blog, blueprints, Empress blog, index. So, excuse me. Actually, maybe I won't copy the whole thing. It's after install. I'm gonna make it a thing because I might have an after install already. Yeah. Okay, so I think I did an explanation of what Ember blueprints were a little while ago. When you install an Ember add-on, and I think I did it earlier on, at least it's definitely in here, you do Ember install the add-on. They happen to be NPM packages, but they're like NPM packages with extra functionality. The functionality in question at the moment, so Empress blog here, this is the one that gets implemented automatically when you install Empress blog. It creates a bunch of files, so it has all these example data for a blog, which is pretty cool. and it then also does like installs some packages, which is pretty cool. Adds the add-ons, and it changes some configs, etc. What I also wanted to do is apply node current target. So that doesn't exist. I'm going to find it. That is the code that I just across. Interesting where I'm reading and writing a file, but I'm always writing it. A pox on this Linux driver. See, I don't understand what's wrong with it, because it's oh, that is bad. Let me restart it again. And that should probably do it again. Yeah, there we go. So it's restart central today. Oh, that's really irritating. It was working fine for the longest time. I just don't understand what's going on. Cool. So, yeah. So essentially, what I'm just doing here is I've copied across the code that was already in Ember CLI Fastboot, and now it will also get run when you're installing Empress block, which is cool. So node current, do we already? Oh, no, go away. No, go away. We already used recast? Yeah, audio is better. I restarted, so I think it's just a matter of. Oh, we already had recast as a dependency. Empress blog. Huh. I think actually that's interesting. That is a hangover from before. It's not that big a deal. It just means that, yeah, no, it was already in a dependency of a dependency, so it's not a big deal. Cool. Awesome. What is this even doing? Broccoli roll up rimwrap. Match your collection. I don't even know what this is doing. I'll include it anyway. So this is add node current to targets on install of Empress Cool. So I'm going to publish that to a branch, and I'm going to do something interesting. So all of this stuff that you see here, all of the things that are changed, were all changed because we installed Empress blog. They were all added in the blueprint of Empress blog. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to reset it all. Boom. Back to the new Ember output. So when I created the new app, and then I'm going to Ember install Empress blog hash. What was my branch name? Node current. And this is using the GitHub shorthand for like a npm package directly from GitHub. So like it git clones it essentially. So what I'll do now is I'll go and do my just chatting, and I will chat to you. Oh, I'll chat to you about some interesting stuff. Channel points. Channel points. Boom. I forgot to start a channel point challenge this morning. I'll start it now. Start challenge. Bing bada boom. Community challenge started. So last week we had a challenge for adding persistence to timers, like that one up there in the top right. We hit the challenge target. We implemented it last week, which is pretty cool. So we had a new spot because we can have 3 challenges at once. We already had 2 in there. Let me see if I can go and find the other 2. We have add goals UI to the overlay. So I want to have like a follower goal, or maybe a subs goal, or whatever. And so that we can keep track of those things. Mike again, thank you, Keith Primo. Let me honest, 1 second. How's that? Let me see if I can go stream manager. Turn on my stream real quick. Cool, nice one. So that looks like it's working again. Thank you, Geeko Supremo. So the goals UI is going to be like on that previous screen, on the programming screen, we'll have like chat at the bottom and then like a goals UI there. And then we have another one, add a button to move the task list forward. So the task list in the top left of my normal overlay is literally like I highlight the one that I'm currently working on by changing a class in the HTML, which isn't very efficient. So I want to add a button or like an endpoint or something that I can go like move on to the next one or whatever. It's like more persistence, but for a different reason. But the new one that I just added builds something from front-end mentor in Ember. So I'll show it to you in a second when my break is over. I'll show you the website. Front-end mentor is kind of like seems like an interestingly nifty app website. Oh, Geeko Supremo is a supporter of the goals UI to the overlay. But yeah, front-end mentor seems to be like a challenge website, so it gives you like the spec of something UI related. Let's see, let's give an example. If I go to their page, I know you can't see this right now, but I'll show it to you in a second. So it's like, oh, make a calendar, or make a calculator, or make a slideshow, whatever the case may be. And it gives you what it should look like, and then it's your job to go and make that thing in HTML, JavaScript, and CSS. So, and then people can post their solutions. So I thought it would be cool, if people are interested, for us to try and build one of these things in Ember and show off how awesome it is to build this kind of stuff in Ember. Yeah, I thought it was as well, Kiko Supremo. I thought it was a pretty nifty idea. So this one is actually it's a bit of a bigger goal. I think it's 15,000 channel points, because it's not like any of the other stuff where I can stop and finish it after the stream. Whenever we hit that one, I'm going to continue to do that on stream until it's finished. So it's quite a big challenge. So that's why I just didn't want us to like hit the goal today and then have to do it for the next 2 streams or whatever. Okay, so we're done with our break. So let's go back here. So this is the front end mentor that I was telling you about. Crikey, what's crikey? Is it loud? Is it okay, it seems to be fine for now. But yeah, so these are the specs. Oh, you're a bit delayed, Geeko Supremo. You're saying crikey to the size of the channel points target. Yeah. It just dropped on me there. So it's like this one's a pretty big one. This is Guru level 5. I'll probably start with something a little bit smaller, but it's like gives you all the assets that you want or whatever. It's like read the brief, implement the thing. It's what you do as a web developer from day to day. So I just want to show off doing a few of these challenges on stream, which might be nice. I won't be starting with a Guru one. I know I've been doing this for many years, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, so let's go back and see what our thing did. So we installed the Empress blog blah, but it's interesting because it says could not figure out the blueprint name from Empress blog node current. So that's not a big problem. We're just doing this as a test. But what it actually means to have this like automatic blueprint is the same as doing an npm install, and then when it's finished doing an EmberJS, the name of the component. Blog. So we don't need to do the like auto discover thing. That's fine. Auto discovery is please. Read the property Empress add-on is undefined. Empress blog. That's why we test things. Mike, can you please Primo? How is that? Is that a bit better? Boom, boom. That looks a bit better. Cool. I'd be curious to know what's actually causing this. I might try a different USB on the laptop after, if it happens again. It will happen again, but anyway. Index. So what are we looking for? What is not defined? Is Ember CLI? Hang on. Thumbs up. That's interesting. Let me do something else instead of doing it from the from GitHub. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do EmberG. Oh, it's this one up here. That's interesting. Just didn't want it to be all in here if we dropped it. So I think I need to call this project blah from inside the context of the after install. So let's try that. npm I. Okay, so Kiko Supremo. You won't be able to see all of the message there because I haven't done wrapping very well on my little overlay chat thing. But you're saying that it's an issue that Leo Laporte had with his guests. The USB buffer would fill up and they couldn't dump. It was apparently a USB audio chip issue. But the thing that I don't understand is that I've got it all set up exactly the same as I do every week. I haven't installed anything new since last week. Like, it's the same. So why is it changing? I don't know. Hardware always seems to elude me. Now we're just running that install again. Boom. Let's have a look at that. We'll go and look at our super blog please work, and if we look at targets, boom, node current. Yes, totally working. Cool. Let's go back here and let's boom, let's edit that last push that I did. Did I restart my laptop since last time? That is a very good question. I could have. Go Superblog, go. The little blog that could. Okay, so that's it. That's all we need. Ooh, there it is. Come back here. Come back here. Boom. This is just porting the implementation from blah to Empress blog to make sure that users aren't blocked. I'm trying to get user CMS last released this week if possible, but I don't want to delay helping new users. Waiting for that release. Boom, boom. Quest. Go. Rat just in time for the to go wonky. Hello. That's interesting. It didn't mute that time. Not only am I on a different port, I'm on a different side of the laptop. It's funny. Maybe this is the USB gods complaining about me. I was chatting to the guys in work about USB, what are they called? Hubs. Because I'd like to have a hub where I just plug in one thing to the laptop in the morning and then it all works. And like, I would imagine if I had already gotten a hub, that I would be pulling my hair out here saying, oh, it's the hub, it's the it's that thing that's the problem. But instead, I'm connected directly and it's... I think this might fix it. Cool. Well, hopefully this will be better. Okay, so let us see. This is our pull request. I guess there's no real rush to fix this right now, so I can ask for a review from the core team, the Empress core team, which is a new concept. Add a nice icon there. Cool. Ugh. USB internal hub issues are weird, yeah. Like, USB clearly is a great technology and it has taken over the world and it is a force for good or whatever. But my word, it was designed to be universal, this simple thing, and now that USB-C has become a thing, like, it's not simple anymore. It's not simple. Well, maybe it never was simple, we just didn't notice. Okay, cool. Where am I? So I'm going to look at where's my overlay gone? Stream overlay. I'm going to put my stream overlay and I'm going to manually move to the next item. Aha, did work. So we did lose the chat overlay here. I have oh, maybe this is a good time to say there is a like a suggestion box somewhere in Twitch where you can like add suggestions and people can vote on them if they feel like it. But I also have I have issues now for the actual chat overlay, and I have, if you create a new issue, you can create a new feature request, which is nice. And these two are the ones that are currently in the community challenge because they're tagged that way. but I added one this morning. Persist chat messages so they can stay between screens and on refresh, which is pretty cool. So when we clear out these community challenges, I'll add the other ones to community challenge, and we can decide together what we want to work on. So oh wow, often it comes down to overloading one of the ports, which can be hubs but internal in the hardware. Yeah, this is the thing. It's just anything that gets so hardware-y is like, oh, it scares the bejesus out of me. So our next thing, check Empress blog template creator is working. What does that mean? In Empress blog, in here, we have a thing, creating content, configuring, custom themes. Huzzah! So we have this thing that says npm init Empress blog template name. So let's go and let's create a Twitch Empress blog template. Yes. And let's see what happens. Do it in here. Super blog, please work. Add project folder. It's going to be. I'm going to adapt this just real quickly. So, see you in a bit, Gigas Primo. So doing some stuff. So that's good. That's good. First of all, it's created Empress CLI 3.27, which is nice. Which is this one. So that's good. That's good. So this is a kind of an interesting command. Empress blog template Twitch. It's going to create my add-on. It's creating add-on for me because your templates are add-ons. And that we generated the first string here. Generate just take a while because it's Ember new, and then install inside Ember. And when you're sharing screen like this, for some reason, there must be some sort of odd like internal buffer from computers, but like npm install is much slower when you're sharing your screen, and I have no idea why. So it's successfully created my add-on, as you can see there, but it's then going and installing Empress blog and Empress blog starter template, which then installs out of Ember and Empress CLI fastboot, which is exactly what we saw. with just installing. Hey, Rotok. I'm welcome to the stream. I'm going to make you a VIP straight away. That is my brother-in-law, everybody. Say hi. VIP ROTOQT. You are now a VIP of the channel. Okay, so a bunch of things just happened. Which means that we now have a template here, which is nice. Let's have a look. So there is a lot of new stuff. Ooh-wee. Hello, Anne. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Package.json. I don't know if we need HTML bars anymore. I didn't actually add it, so it's fine. So let's go cd into Empress blog Twitch template and do npm start and see if it explodes. I really need to fix all this. Ember body class. That's something that I own. Ember CLI Showdown. Added by Empress blog. Just need to update that. Empress blog. Ember moment. Oh no. A lot of those deprecations seem to be my fault. Localhost 4200. Ooh. Let's. And did I turn up the music since last time? I can't remember what level I put the music on usually, but I have been having the worst audio problems today. I've been getting all staticky and having to I restarted at the beginning of the stream, and I've had to unplug and plug in my mic a few times. So if my music is at a different volume than it should be, that might be totally understandable. But I can always adjust. If things are too loud or too quiet, just let me know. Welcome back, Kiko Supremo. So the thing you missed is I'm just testing out the custom themes section of the quick start. I just want to make sure that it's working. And we are hitting the same error because I haven't actually node. I haven't actually shipped the fix that we just worked on. Mic is still okay. Maybe it was that USB port. That makes me a little bit sad though, because that means that maybe my Mac is having issues. Oh no. Boo. While we're waiting for that to build, I'm just going to go to our little pull request that we did together today. Just drop it into a chat that I have with the other Empress core team. Boom. What have we got? Okay, working. Let's go and refresh here. I see nothing. That's interesting. Why do I see nothing? Restart the driver or update might do it. Yeah, but like I restarted the computer. So, I don't know. Okay, so we've got an issue here. Yes, the dreaded white page of doom. Application template. So, if we go into app, templates, application. Is there a date here? Oh, I know what this is. Oh, wow. Thank you for the sub, Rotok. I should ask you offline if it's okay for me to call you your real name. I don't want to out people with their real names on Twitch if they don't want to. Much appreciated for the sub. Need to get my subs some what are they? Emojis, sub emojis. You're right, Min the me. Is that how I was supposed to say it? I probably should have asked you first. I thought I did. Oh, I apologize. I will continue to call you Min the me until you say that it's okay for me to go back to calling you what I was calling you. What was I going to check before? GitHub.com Empress. Well, so the little gap that I did, Geeko Supremo, where I stopped the stream and started again, that was me restarting the computer. 20 suspicious. Where does that come from? Limited time only emote. Interesting. And yeah, Min the me. I have been thinking about like what kind of emotes I want to do. In fact, you know what? We're already chatting, so let's go into the break. Let's go into the break. So yeah, I've been thinking about what emotes to actually do, but I have no idea. Like, usually emotes are related to the channel, and I guess the only thing that I can think of right now is like Ember related things, but I can't use the Tomsters. Yeah, Ember emotes. I'd love to use Ember emotes, but Tomsters are out of the question because they are registered trademarks. Nerdy emotes work too. Yeah, nerdy emotes are good. Like, I'm having somebody who's telling me somebody texted me to say that they thought I was robotic, and I think they might not be up to date with where I am. Let me just go and tell them that I'm dealing with it. Pew. Ines. So, are you up to the latest part of the stream? I have been having issues, but I think we've solved it. Yeah, I was thinking we could make a Rodney emote, but that would be a picture, so it doesn't need to be a drawing, I guess. Where's my... Yeah, so this little guy, my profile. Oh, you can't see it. It's just a ridiculous photo. Open image in new tab. Like, because of the size of emotes, we could just very easily like clip out Rodney's head in that one. It's just an odd shape as well, so it would be kind of perfect. I think that would be pretty cool. I might do that actually. I'll do that in the next break because I'm running out of time. So what was I talking about a second ago? Altmaker emotes. Yeah, that is also a good point. My chat messages need marquee. So marquee as in as they're coming in, they like type in. Oh, you mean if they're big ones? Scroll if they're too long. Yes, that's a good point. They do. I'm going to add that as a... What's this? Code pen. Whoa, that's a kind of an aggressive marquee. It's like, woo, let it go. Yeah, so I'll add that as a feature request to the overlay. I don't know if you were here when I shared the link to the feature requests. New issue, feature request, add. You could give it a go if you wanted to, and I think if you run the overlay locally, it has test data for the chats. I can't remember if I left that in. I know it was there when I was developing it. But the idea of these feature requests is that we can add them to the community challenges when we're done with ones that are already there with the challenge points. Okay, let's go back to programming. Zoom. Okay, here we go. So, where was I? Yes. So, the thing that I was talking about before our break was that we had this Empress blog, which was originally it was like only the Casper thing. It was a weird evolution to get to this point. But essentially it was a fork of Ghost, and Ghost is a blog platform. Ghost blog? Ghost.org? Do they have a demo? Demo. Oh, that's interesting. Ghost alternatives. Do you think I could? There we go. Here's the thing. This is what it looks like. This is the more modern Casper template. So that tells me that I actually need to. I need to resync with the upstream. Right. See you, Randall. Thanks for coming. How do I ban somebody from a chat? Kick them. Port. Spam. Next. Block. Close. Does that remove her from the chat? I did out him. He said it was okay. There's receipts. He said, yeah, it's fine. Smiley face. There's something that Randall actually said there. He said Authmaker emotes. And right now, all of you have been seeing me build Embry things. But like another huge thing that I, open source thing that I work on, which is actually my own product, is Authmaker. And I'm hoping at some point in the future to do like a Saturday evening stream. To show off some Authmaker stuff, which would be pretty cool. And that will mean that some of our American friends can join. So on Saturday morning, which would be nice. Any hooser. So this is like the current Ghost theme. I think the previous one was much more like what we have now, but we can worry about that. Let me have a look. What was I looking for? Yes, so because this all comes from Ghost, I had a bunch of helpers in Empress blog that were the Ghost helpers. Like they were things that if you read the documentation for how to write a Ghost template, they exist. Like that's what they are. But some of them are kind of odd. And some of them are using things like what's the word? Moment. So Moment.js. So they're like quite big. So people who are using like Empress native templates shouldn't need the Ghost helpers. Well, yes. Notwithstanding the early risers, Geeko Supremo. Yes, so what a friend of mine, Nick, I don't know if Nick is also watching Min the Me, but Nick put an awful lot of effort into splitting out the Empress blog Ghost helpers. Go away. And I think what we can do here is that we can not use the Ghost helper in the in the template. And what we can do instead is we can go and find our Casper template and see what it does. information. So we are actually using a date format. That's interesting. Did we add on? So we must still be importing the helper thing. We are Empress blog ghost helper, so we're using it in Casper, which makes sense because Casper is a ghost thing. So for now, what I will do is Ember install this and see if it works, and if so, we'll just get this working today. Ember specific helpers. It's interesting that you say that, Geeko Supremo, because the helpers for Ghost are written in Node, and these original Empress blog Ghost helpers are essentially the same code, but ported into the way that Ember helpers need to be written. Because also, I don't know if many of you know this, but Ghost uses handlebars for their templates. So this is why Empress blog is all tied up in the history of Ghost, etc. So we do npm start. Need to get rid of some of these deprecation errors. Boom. So now let's have a look at this, and we'll leave him there for a second. Attempted to resolve root is, which was that's interesting. Delete that one. Do we have root is as a helper? No. That's odd. Oh my word. Geeko Supremo, I thought you were up early, not up late. Oh. I can't remember if you're on East Coast or West Coast. Yes, sweet dreams. I hope you do get some sleep. Insomnia is a terrible thing. And good night. Right, I'm trying to think here. What is root is? What was it ever? Let's go and have a look, and we can figure this all out. Package JSON. I'm going to do a git blame. It's all going to be Nick's fault for sure. Ooh. Why is that red? It's like, oh no, you changed something yesterday. Ghost. Replace helpers with Empress blog. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Geeko Supremo. It's always good to have people hanging out, and it'd be great if we had 100 people viewing, but I much prefer regulars hanging out. There is no spoon in the me. Yes, there is no root is, but what I'm trying to figure out is, how did this ever work? There must have been a root is at some point. Yeah, maybe so as I said before, there is ghost templates. That's interesting. It's not quite what I wanted. Theme development. There will be helpers in here. Helpers. What? Also, I've changed it. Can you go to previous ones? So that is home is blah. So it used to be must be. Let me see. There's going to be an example of this working somewhere. So if we go into Empress and we go and have a look at starter template. 2 years ago. See, it's forked from Ghost Starter. Yeah. Feel like this feels very strange, in fact. If root is index, put the blog description. But this is the index. Why would you need that? This one makes more sense. Okay, this is interesting because all of this is kind of really old school stuff. And it's kind of janky. there was a root is. Where'd you find that? I looked for this. But why didn't it make its way across to... View file. Okay, so it doesn't exist in master. When was it deleted though? Yes, so okay, so I found the one that I was actually looking for, which I did look at before. So that's where Nick moved them to the other repo, to ghost helpers, but root was never added. And I don't understand why. So guess what we need to do is we need to go into Empress blog ghost helpers, add root is back in. Shame on you. You can say that. See, it's in the change log that we... Oh, that's... no, it's in the... Yeah, no, that's fine. That's for the search. Yeah. Okay, cool. So... Oh, why am I doing this over here? Why is it not on this screen? Egypts. Okay, cool. So... The one in question you sent me was this one. That's the search. That one. Why does it do it over here? Stop that. I'll put you over here. You should be. So this one has our root is. Okay. So what that means we're going to do in the 5 minutes. Oh, pause due to scroll. That's not what I want. Let's go and let's... I don't know if I have... Oh, I must have Empress blog stuff open. Empress blog. Netlify starter. Ghost helpers. Ooh, it exists. Let's see. Fetching, pull.
All right. I'll tell you the truth.
Odd. Okay, so let's go and fix this. So cd Empress ghost helpers, EmberG helper root is. Helpers root is, and we're going to drop in this stuff because needs to be a class-based helper.
Very much alike.
Oh god. This is very bad. Do we have any tests?
Remember all the happy times we had?
No. When was this built? Package JSON. Ember CLI 320. Does not sound like a 3-minute task. We will try our absolute best.
I'll tell you the truth.
So I'm going to save that. I'm going to npm link that. And then I'm going to npm link Empress blog ghost helpers. See if it fixes it. Like export default root is helper default class root is helper extends helper router router. Maybe do this because it works, and then we can just do compute. Oh, I don't know if you can do class. Yeah, compute, recompute. Huh, that's interesting. Just gonna leave it as it was for now. Npm start. Because that's probably what's giving the issue. 1 minute 47. We can do this. Come on. Whoop, whoop, whoop. npm start. One minute, 14 seconds. We can do this. Might spend all that time building the Emperor app. Come on, come on. Boom. Let's see if that is broken again. This one. Ooh, this is looking good. Okay, so we fixed that one in less than content is a reserved property name on instances of classes extending model. Right, thanks Min-the-Me for joining. Always good to have you here. I will see you around. Enjoy your lunch. I'm going to go to my just and I'm going to see if I can in these 5 minutes make a quick Rodney what are they called? They're not emoji. They're called emotes. Okay. Just going to save that image real quick. I know I'm not sharing my screen, but don't know if I can share my screen on a just chatting. And then how do I do like a magic wand select? Oh no, there's a bug in GIMP that won't let me do that. Won't let me easily do that. How do I do online magic wand tool? That's interesting. Choose file. Interesting. It looks like this is actually quite a hard one to do. I would need to probably use Photoshop, but I don't have Photoshop. I have Sketch, but I don't know if Sketch does like a good wand tool. Surely there's magic that you can do. Like this, like we're in 2021 here. There must be something I can just like quickly. Delete myself. Oh, the other side. Oh, it looks like there is a tool. 1 minute 19. I might be able to get this done. Come on, come on. Oh yeah, so there's a remove tool. I can remove this guy. I want to remove this. This. This looks so cool. This is ridiculous. What is this tool? Hair tool. See, I think that's quite good. Maybe we'll add some more hair tool around here. Download. Let's see what this came out like. That's really interesting. Oh, I'll move this over to programming now because we're done with 5-minute break. Look what I've come out with. So now all I need to do is like open with Sketch maybe. Where's my Sketch? And then like crop it to just Rodney. Then we might have our first emote. It's taking so much time. Sketch. You can crop with you could just like crop in here, can't you? Crop. This is so ridiculous. Oh, this is so cool, but also so ridiculous. Emotes. What is that? Sketch, you can go away. Image is not square shaped. So I need to make it square shaped? Just size. So width, I need to make the width and height the same. Oh, I need to untie that. But is that gonna like squish it? It has. I just want the screen size to be different. But how do I? Doesn't look like I can do that. Can I go back and yes. So we can go back in here and make sure that it's square. That's it. These are the same essentially, but not the same. It looks so good. Oh, new follower. Canduna? Is that how I say it? Welcome to the stream. How do I edit this? Also, my emote name is like really strange. Where's my ones? I don't know how any of this works. Standard emotes. Why is it not there? I don't understand. This whole Twitch malarkey is very hard sometimes. So if I go back to my stream manager here, can I not send my own emotes? I don't understand why it's not working. Any hooser. I created the emote. It's there. If anybody can figure out how it works, do let me know. Cool. So, what we were on before I started messing with emotes was something else. Let me just check one more thing while I'm here. Oh, it won't let me do it. It's too hard to actually get there. I need somebody with a sub to come along and see if they can actually submit one of these. Rightio. So, we were playing with this template builder thingamajig. And it's working, but there's this error. Content is a reserved property name instance of classes extending model. But I don't remember getting that. I don't remember getting that issue in Empress blog. Content. Content. We just did this with the other thing. Why is it a problem? I don't understand. Add-on app. There's no models specific to this. Let's refresh this and see what the problem is. What is going on? Ember data 328. 22. Oh, it's 328 I'm using. Oh god. So let's see. I actually happen to work with this guy, Lennox. Can't just change. So it looks like reading all this. I need to create an issue and I need to do it like now. This is not fantastic. Don't need a reproduction. .28 beast, but I have it's creating as a result of being I don't care. I'll fix that in a minute. Boop-de-boom. I understand the motivation for implementing something like this, but surely this is a major breaking change that application. It's an assert. No, it's a throw. We've had deprecation or been implemented as a debug assert. Wouldn't break applications that are currently working with it. I know there is an argument to say that these applications aren't in fact currently working because of the issues related to relation. But in the case of any application that wasn't accessing content through a real ship, this change in a minor version of Ember data is very surprising. No, we're currently in the process of releasing Ember at 3.28, 3.38, but I wonder if it would be possible to revert this change and make it a deprecation at least. I have a feeling that a lot of people will come across this issue. Not least every single user of anything Empress related, because every model we use has content in it. NPM. NPM. That's what I don't even. Ah, there's so much going on here. I'm coming across this issue as a result of Ember being released, and clearly as a result of being released finally, is I understand the motivation for implementing something like this, but surely this is a major breaking change that could have been deprecated when implemented as a debug cert so that it wouldn't break any applications that are currently working on it with it. I know there is an argument to say that these applications are in fact currently working because of the relations. Very least, I would expect some way to opt out of this error so that it doesn't block. Oh no, we're currently in the process of releasing it, but I wonder if it's possible to revert this change and make it deprecation. At least I feel a lot of people come across Empress related because every model has content with it. Okay, so I do open source development on this stream quite a lot, and as I say, anytime I come across issues like this, 90% of open source development ends up being opening issues and tracking down pull requests, etc, etc, etc. Okay, so what am I doing? I'm gonna go and message core meta. Opened an issue to Ember data at 3.28, and sorry, I have to do this in a private channel, so that's why I'm focusing. Okay, so fun. Yay! Problems in the community that I can't actually solve for myself. Oh, wonderful. I can probably do a workaround for now and have my template builder thing not install the latest Ember data, but like the one before when it broke. Oh, that's sadness. But at least before we end the stream, I can show you all the show you all what it looks like. Okay. We should be able to raid a channel. Let me see if there's anybody online. Nobody that I know is online. That's sad. Yeah, there's a few people, but I don't know if I want to like jump into them. No, we'll go without a raid today, which is a bit of a shame, but c'est la vie. Cool. And while we're here, let's go and have a look at what this. Oh, that's not the one. Where's it gone? Is it this one? This one. Do I need to?
What you have is nothing more than a system of wires and circuits.
Play.
It can show feelings only to the extent of which you program it to. It will be your friend. No more than the
Did
tables
I
are built around
link
it.
before? Yeah, I did. Running out of time. And then I'm about to do MPMI in here again. Do. Refresh. Hopefully we'll get a nice and lovely, really ugly template to start off with. Boom. Nice and lovely, ugly template. That's it. That's what it's supposed to look like, and the point is that that is the starter template, and you should turn that into your lovely template. Right, folks. Thanks for sticking with me today with all of our technical issues. Thanks for new followers and one new sub, and I will see you all next week. Bye, everybody.